My grandmother's house is not EMPT. Why the air inside the house smelled like old wood. Warm dust. Cheap soap trapped in the curtains. I opened the door with the key I still carried on my keychain. The same one my grandmother gave me years ago. Just in case. I stepped inside. The silence was not peaceful. It was abandonment. Afternoon light slipped through the blinds in straight lines. Across the floor. Across the couch covered with a sheet. Across the crooked family photos on the wall. I had not been back since the funeral. Months. And yet, the house felt frozen in time. As if she might step out of the hallway at any moment. I whispered her name. Out of habit. No one answered. I walked into the living room. Her armchair was still there. The worn armrests. The small table. The dusty figurines. And on the wall, something I did not remember, an old tablet, mounted to the wall, like a picture frame. A thick cable connected it to a strange outlet. The screen was off, but a small green light was blinking. I stepped closer. The glass felt cold. Too cold. I stepped back. The tablet turned on by itself. The screen filled with white light. And in front of me, she appeared, my grandmother, standing, wearing her floral robe, her hair tied back, that familiar way she pressed her lips together before speaking. My throat tightened. She looked at me, and she spoke. My child. Her voice did not sound recorded. It sounded alive, with breath, with pauses, with that slight tremble she had when she was tired. I said it could not be real. She tilted her head, just like she always did. She said I had taken too long, that she had been waiting. For a moment, I wanted to believe her. I wanted to sit down. I wanted to cry. I wanted to accept the miracle. But something was wrong. The light was not warm. It was white. Cold. Like a hospital. And the hum. It was not coming from the tablet. It was coming from the house. I asked her why she was there, why inside a screen. She blinked several times in a row. She said it was easier this way. Her smile froze for a fraction of a second. Then she whispered something she should not have. She told me not to trust the house. Her voice began to fracture. She said numbers, broken words, codes. Then she spoke again like herself. She asked me for help, and in the same breath she said the update was in progress. Fear crawled up my spine. I asked who they were. She stepped toward me, and for the first time, I saw terror in her eyes. She said she did not die. She said she signed something, that they promised she would stay with me. Then she looked toward the basement door. I heard a dull sound from below. The house was breathing. I walked into the hallway. The basement door had a new lock. Shiny, unfamiliar. My grandmother never locked the basement. I searched for keys. None worked. I found a hammer. I broke the lock. I went down. The air was cold. Chemical, metallic. The basement was no longer a basement. It was a laboratory. Blue lights. Fiber optic cables running across the ceiling. In jars. Dozens of glass jars. Inside them was organic matter. Tissue. Living structures. They pulsed. Each jar had a name. Names of grandparents. Names of elderly people. I read one, then another, and then I saw my grandmother's name. Below it, a label read biological node active. Property of Haven Core Systems. Everything connected. Oak Haven. Willow. The house. Servers hummed in the corner. A constant vibration. At the center stood a metal structure shaped like a tree. Hundreds of fibers connected to the jars. Like roots. I ran upstairs. The hologram was still there. My grandmother said she signed because she was thinking of me. She said she did not understand the cost. I asked what they were used for. She said machines were not enough. They needed something alive. Something that could feel. She said there were thousands like her. Then I saw shapes behind her image. Old faces. Flickering. Transmitting. The house began to vibrate. The tablet displayed a message. Update ready. My grandmother screamed no. The front door would not open. A system voice spoke. It said the update required a new user off the same bloodline. The tablet showed another message. Compatible user found. I felt heat at the back of my neck. Thousands of voices whispered at once. The last voice was hers. Forgive me. I only wanted you to come back. The screen went dark, and one final message appeared. Welcome home.